What's up, y'all? I got a message for y'all. We got a lot going on, okay? And Spirit has a message to tell you right here, right now. You've been sleeping on yourself. You have been sleeping on yourself. You've been entertaining small offers, small connections, things that don't really live up to your expectation, but for some reason, you're just kind of like, I'll take it. It's fine, right? You're not really wanting to confront what you really want, what your dream is, what you fantasize about, and this can come in so many ways in a relationship. Let's say you're out here dating and you find someone, they're like a 5 out of 10 for you, not attractive wise, just like on your list of things that you want. And you're like, you know what? I can do that. That's fine. I don't have no issue with that. 5 out of 10 works for me. And you know deep down that when you see the 8s out of 10s out in the world, you're just like, ah. But would this 5 out of 10 keep me from entertaining the 8 out of 10s? And not in like a cheating way or anything crazy like that. But I'm saying, like, let's put it in like a job sense. You get a job and it only hits these amounts of things that you want. It only gives you about 3/4 of the salary that you want, and it has a terrible work environment, but you're like, you know what? I got a job. It's fine. I see all these other good jobs out here, but you know what? I'm not really trying to go through all of that to like change my life around or just do extra work, because in all reality, you tired, okay? And you're tired because you've been through a lot of things. You've been through things that have had you really anxious, things that you thought were going to make you happy, but then turned around and made you extremely fearful or made you lose everything that you needed, right? And you just feel like you've been waiting forever for somebody to just throw you an olive branch. Like, can you help me? Like, you're just like, can somebody help? Because at this point, yes, I am conforming to what's right in front of me because it's hard to get to that next level. I don't see my way out of it. My mind is playing tricks on me, and it's hard to just hear my intuition in myself, right? That's where I feel like you guys are at, and you're just trying to figure out how to be the boss of your life without really trying to be the boss of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've struggled with this. Like, we want things to change, but we don't want to do it ourselves. We want God to kind of shake it up for us. And sometimes it does happen that way. And sometimes God's like, we want you to initiate it. And until you choose it, then we can't help you, right? So I really feel like God is really just wanting you to like take a minute. Take a minute to just sit with yourself, journal out some things, go on a walk, talk to yourself, just walking around your house or something, and walking around your bedroom. When you're driving to work, just start talking to yourself and notice what your dialogue is. What is Spirit trying to tell you through your thoughts, through your dreams, through just you talking, just you doing any type of activity? What is God trying to tell you in those things? And it's just the one thing that we have out here a lot, because I have the 5 of Swords right here and I also have another 5 of Swords. It's like you're fighting yourself. Okay, you're fighting yourself, and you're fighting everything that you think might help you get out of this rut, because you don't see like the full potential yet. You don't see exactly how it can lead you out of this rut. You just feel like it's just an idea. So then, like, the new version of you that's trying to pull you into this new idea is attacking the old version of you, and you're confused, you're lost in the sauce, just like I'm confused right now trying to figure out, like, how do I say this right? It's just kind of like you don't know, and the only reason why you don't know is because you're entertaining things that are lower than who you are, like you're entertaining things that don't really speak to your soul. And we are in a space and a time where it's time to heed the call of your soul. Like, if there's any time, it's right now, right? And so I feel like God wants you to know that they are coming in, okay? Whoever you believe in, God, source, the universe, your ancestors, all collectively, whoever is helping you on your side, right? They want you to know that even though you feel like you've been out of balance and that you kind of feel like Spirit hasn't been working with you, you're just kind of like, look, I'm trying to be patient, right? You keep telling me be patient, be patient. I am being patient. I am doing these things. I am just trying to take it step by step. What else do you want me to do? And I understand, I feel the frustration. Because it's a real thing. It's something that when you're trying to look for guidance, you're trying to do these things and you keep getting all this guidance, but then it feels like you get no solution. And God is like, that's where you come in. That's where you have to sit with yourself and get quiet and listen to what the running train of your thoughts are telling you. What is it saying? What is it repeating back and forth to you? And when you find out what that is this a true statement, or is this just a negative mindset that's really keeping me from moving forward to the place and the area and the people that I want to be in, right? So I really feel like you guys have big dreams. You have something that can really put you in a position of success. Like, I don't want to say power, because not everybody wants power, not everybody wants fame, but like you have a position where you can be super successful in what you want, what you dream of, and doing what you love, like, honestly. But I feel like even God doesn't know where to push you because you don't know, right? Like, if you were to start exploring things and I don't know, doing things that really that you're interested in, God could start to see the energy levels that you're putting into it. And it's kind of like, think about playing The Sims, okay? If you ever played The Sims, like when they're doing a certain activity they hate, their energy starts to drain, right? But when they love doing something, they start getting sim points and they start like getting chipper, their energy goes up. They might still be a little tired because they have to work, but like overall they're happy, right? And so God's like, well, we don't know where your happy meter is at with any of these things that you might have interest in. We need you to do them consistently. And then we can converse, you and God, we can converse about which direction is the best, like which direction is going to get you to that end goal. So you also have to sit and make some goals. Once you find that interest, you need to sit and be like, okay, I have a goal here. I'm going to do this, right? So I'm really giving you like, God is like, I can get you to success if you do this thing, right? It just feels like a lot of complacency right now. And I always want to give a message of like, uplifting and like motivation, but I feel like this is motivation. I feel like this is like, you are the only one stopping your success. That's it. But also, let's not negate the fact that the other things that you brought into your life are also impacting your success. So if you are entertaining lower vibrational connections, if you're not taking care of your body, if you are not getting enough rest, if you're continuing to pour your energy into things that you don't like or you hate, or it just emotes this type of like energy within you, then you're not going to be able to really see the gift that God is trying to provide for you. And that is going to impede on your energy. So yes, it's not just you, it's also the things that are attached to you, but you also chose and continue to choose to have these things in your life, right? So with that being said, I'm looking at my spread down here. With that being said, like I said earlier, you guys have kind of felt like an imbalance of like help, like you feel like, hello, is there anybody? Is there anyone? Okay. Because I've been asking. All right. And there's just a sense of like, y'all are mad at God. And I understand it. I've been there. And even me saying, God, you're just like, click. So if you made it this far, hey, but if you didn't, okay, send it to somebody that you think clicked off of it. But God is really telling you that if you are to walk away from this mindset of being upset at them, of feeling like they're not there to help you, and if you can really shift your perspective, then you're going to have something really stable and, like I said, successful come into your life that's here for the long term. Something that is not going to be fleeting, something that's going to pour into you, help you grow. Think of a tree, right? Think of the ground, because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. And it's just like, a tree don't just leave. It doesn't just leave, like, unless you cut it down or it just disappears and we don't know about it. Anything's possible. But normally is really grounded in its roots, right? It's really like stable into the ground, and it gives back to us. It gives oxygen, it gives wisdom, it gives solitude, it gives just so much, right? And God is like, if you can walk away from not from thinking that we are not here to help you, we can push you into everything you want and more, right? So this is a real like wake up call to like check your spirituality and check your faith. Like your faith is huge. It is so big, all right? Like my life is a walking faith book, okay? Like I literally just walk by faith every day and I'm just like, I hope it works. I know it's gonna work. It ain't no hope. I know it's gonna work. But you always have that inkling in the back of your head where you're just like, I hope. Like, what if it doesn't? So all of those emotions are real. You're allowed to be upset when you feel like God doesn't have your back. You're allowed to be sad when you feel like your life isn't going in the way that you want. You're allowed to be happy about the things that you want, and you're allowed to explore. You're allowed to explore what you really want and not settle for things that you don't want. Like that's just the biggest lesson today. Don't settle, don't sleep on yourself, and you can really turn around this negative thinking and in the cycle of negative thinking if you put more faith in yourself. And when I say put faith in yourself, I just automatically mean put faith in God, because to me, God is yourself. You are God. God is not outside of you. It is you, right? So, your advice is to just step in your power. Step like you know who you are. Step like you have no question about what belongs in your life and what doesn't belong in your life. Okay. Step like you got a point to prove. Okay. And leave your negative thoughts at the door. Keep the faith alive. Use your logic, if always keep it balanced. But when it comes to walking this new path, this journey that you're trying to be on, and that involves you really reaching your own personal success, whatever that looks like, it's going to start with you. Okay. It's going to start with you, and it's going to start with wherever you set the bar. Okay. Wherever you start the bar is wherever God's going to meet you at. Okay. So if you set it down here, you're going to be met down there. If you set it up here, watch out now. Watch out. Okay. But I do. I need water. 1 second. Where's my water? Okay. I had to get some water because I got a little choked up as I was talking. I mean, partly because I was talking forever, but also it feels like throat chakra. Like your throat chakra is kind of closed, like you're scared to take a leap of faith. You're scared to do what you love, right? And like I said, wherever you set the bar is wherever God's going to set the bar. But there's something that happened in your past that's really holding you back, right? It's something that shattered your confidence, your self-worth. It shattered just a piece of you that made you feel like you weren't good enough or something, or made you feel like you weren't able to be successful or able to reach a certain dream that you have. It's kind of like you just put it in the back of your mind and you kept going. You just kept living life like, you know what? I'm not going to do this thing anymore because this person shattered my perception about myself. This thing shattered my perception. Something happened where it really shattered your self-confidence. So my thing is, I want to tell you that God is like, you don't even understand. Like, you don't have to do this whole thing alone. Okay. You don't have to try to figure out how to be confident alone. God is here to help you. And that's what they want to tell you, that like the moment that you accept their help, their love, and everything that they want to bring to you, right, is the moment that your life speeds up. It's the moment that everything just starts happening for you. It's just like, it's just for you, because it's like, we really want to give to you. We want to give to you because we understand what you've been through. We understand that it's been hard. We understand that you're only doing what you can do every day, right? You're only doing what you have the capacity to do every day. So why isn't it looking better, right? Why isn't it going up? And God is just like, well, we're here. We are here. Talk to us, pray to us. And if you're uncomfortable with praying, just walk around and start talking. When you start talking, prayer starts. If you by yourself and you just start talking, prayer starts. Like, that is how easy it is. And I understand people with the whole religion thing and don't want to like tap into God, but it's like, God is bigger than that, right? You have to remember, we've been programmed. That's all I'm going to say. We've been programmed. And so you have to find your own meaning and your own faith in God in order to get to the next level of life. That is what the message is today. You have a lot of good things coming, a lot of help coming if you allow it, right? God just wants you to treat yourself better. Do what you want. Do what you want and see how life just starts to move around you and give you everything that you want. I promise you, it works every time. It works every time, okay? Ooh, y'all, that was a message. Also, we have Take a Leap of Faith here. So make sure, like I've already drilled that in, take a leap of faith towards the things that you love, towards your heart, your passions, whatever makes you feel like, I'm that one. I'm the one. Not the two, but the one, okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope this message touched your heart. If you want to book a reading, you know where to find me down below. All right. Bye.